Imagine someone thinking about you constantly. You're on their mind when they wake up, during their busiest day, and even when they go to bed. What if I told you there's a psychological trick so powerful, it can plant you deep into their thoughts, without you begging for attention or chasing them? Stay with me until the end because I'm going to reveal something dangerously powerful, a way to make someone not just think of you, but feel addicted to your presence. You'll see why stopping halfway could actually make this fail for you. So let's dive in. Step 1. The curiosity seed. The first step is planting what I call a curiosity seed. Most people make the mistake of oversharing. They spill everything about themselves instantly. But here's the truth. Mystery is magnetic. The human brain hates incomplete stories. That's the Zeigarnik effect. When you give them 80% of the story and leave out the 20%, their mind will start to itch, trying to fill the gap. That's where obsession starts, in the space you leave empty. So instead of saying, "I had a great weekend at the beach," say this: "I went somewhere last weekend, it was wild. I'll tell you about it sometime." Then smile and change the topic. You didn't just share, you created a loop in their mind that needs closure. But this is just the first layer. The next one is even more dangerous. Step 2. Emotional anchoring. The secret sauce. Here's where it gets powerful. If curiosity plants the seed, emotional anchoring is the water and sunlight that makes it grow. Here's what it means. You connect yourself with a strong emotional experience in their mind, so every time they feel that emotion again, they think of you. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're laughing together at something really funny. That burst of joy is your moment. Lock it in by saying something like, "Wow, you always seem to be happy when I'm here." Boom. You've anchored that joy to you. Next time they laugh like that, even when you're not there, their brain fires the same connection. And guess who pops into their mind? You. This works for excitement, comfort, even relief. The key is to be present in those emotional peaks and make a subtle comment that ties you to that feeling. But here's the thing. There's one critical mistake that can destroy everything you've done so far. I'll explain in just a second, so don't miss this next part. Step 3. The push-pull dynamic. Humans don't obsess over what's easy. They obsess over what feels unpredictable. That's why the push-pull dynamic is your next move. Here's how it works. Give them warmth and attention, then pull back slightly. Not in a cold or rude way, but in a way that makes them wonder, "Wait. What just happened? Did I do something? Why does this work?" Because uncertainty is the fuel of obsession. When they can't fully figure you out, they'll keep thinking about you, replaying conversations, analyzing every word. Send a thoughtful message today, then go quiet tomorrow. Laugh and connect deeply during a chat, then casually excuse yourself early. That little gap creates tension, and tension creates desire. But what happens if you pull too much or push too hard? That's where most people ruin everything, and I'll tell you how to avoid that mistake in a moment. Step 4. The scarcity trigger. This is the part almost nobody talks about. People don't value what's always available, they value what feels rare. So you need to subtly communicate that your attention is precious. Here's the trick. Next time they invite you somewhere, don't always say yes. Instead, say, "I'd love to, but I've got something lined up. Let's catch up soon." You just showed them you have a life beyond them, and that makes you more desirable. Combine this with curiosity and emotional anchoring, and you're creating a psychological storm in their mind. They'll think about you not because you forced them to, but because their brain can't help it. But here's the real kicker. There's a next level technique that turns this from a casual thought to an almost obsessive pull, and that's coming right up. Step 5. The future pacing loop. Future pacing is when you subtly talk about things you might experience together, without making promises. Why does this work? Because the brain responds to imagined experiences almost like real ones. So instead of saying, "We should go to the beach sometime," say this: "Imagine us on a beach right now, sunset, cool breeze, waves crashing." Can you picture that? They don't even need to say yes, because their brain already did the work. That mental picture now links you to a desirable future, and their mind will keep revisiting that image without you even being there. But remember, if you mess this up, all your effort could backfire. There's a reason why this needs to be balanced with one last principle. Step 6. The balance of absence and presence. Here's the most dangerous truth. Too much presence kills mystery. Too much absence kills connection. So the real power is in controlled unpredictability. Show up when it matters. Create moments of high emotion, laughter, excitement. Then step back just enough to let them miss you. That missing is where obsession is born. When you master this rhythm, they'll think about you constantly. You'll be on their mind in quiet moments, in crowded rooms, even when they're supposed to be focused on something else. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. If you want to learn the most dangerously powerful secrets, techniques so strong that they can make someone feel addicted to your presence, check the description below. But be warned. This is not for everyone. Handle these secrets with care, because once you use them, there's no going back.